Barnsley. Na Barnsley in some point the any and
there.
Omo ya no Man U. I don't go on one kind. Sorry, Omo ya no Man U versus Barnsley. Omo ya no BA. You go put him to Barcelona. Say Barnsley. I see David Beckham, Papa. I see.
Not the Barnsley last time they come.
Yeah, then they say, Nasa say Mobi can. Or say, it's painful for him to watch a Champions League season without Manchester United. And then I know. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola had high praise for Inter Milan.
Yes.
Following their 0-0 draw in the Champions League.
Also, they would be defended.
I disagree.
Defend it throughout. Also, defend it throughout the game.
No, say baby.
Yes, and boss, the post match,
they created chances, even though
some defend it.
Almost set up,
almost style of play. No, team be about 3 back.
They had chances, and also
City
they know how to possess the ball. They can keep the ball. They are a good side.
Can we say
very, very good
boss,
side?
Can we say Penra performance no done, they will defend the Scudetto. And
I mean, who any Italian side that is like
no man for can the same thing.
No, me okay.
But on say omo challenge ni say Italian Serie A against clubs omo level ni wo omo de from kakra omo biem ni omo bo.
And on biem so omo nimbo.
Omo show.
Say last time omo bo draw.
Yeah.
Some about draw
against
but they won the others, okay. Barcelona on bebo. That's now play them.
Omo ye ultra defensive side o.
Me defensive na see o. But the way they play defensive saying.
And you say be omo ba some be defend you.
3 back be omo ball. And that they know what they are about.
And American, and yes, some basom be defended, but when in a moment or game, also defend they do it so well.
Enra example, the last 10 minutes, the pressure, no almost so
because you had the Etihad, and in 10 minutes, here you have a point.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pep say he had high praise for Inter Milan. Ruud van Nistelrooy has recommended Man to go after Dusan Vlahovic in January.
Yeah.
Hey.
Also, they should go for Dusan Vlahovic. A typical center forward, of which strikers no be created their man. Midfielders no be created their man. Boss, Manchester United ni more there. Vlahovic had there. Tomo Mosisi and
Vlahovic in there no ayobo.
Oh, any
has backed
Rasmus Højlund has sent
Sancho to perform well at Chelsea.
Not saying in football, I say
Takehiro Tomiyasu has been made Inter Milan's #1 transfer target for January, and their price tag has been revealed. While a report claims Mikata has reluctantly accepted he might lose a player mid-season. Okay, Inter Milan's Omope Tomiyasu. Milan will sack Paulo Fonseca if the Rossoneri lose in the derby against Inter on Sunday. They are expecting too much from the man. Federico Chiesa will be a big asset for us. That's clear. Okay, and slot. Then we move in.
Boss, Rasmus Højlund Fisiri Adam Neba, Man U. Dusan Vlahovic on Ninyan Nebo Siri Ano. Goes season Biano she goes channel. Mamani be season Biana Dusan Vlahovic she goes channel. Into a better chance, Man U strikers nina.
Even though we are going to Boise,
I say
it won't be
10 minutes like a 14 and chance in Biao.
I know a typical Kotoko supporter who really loves Kotoko will travel and come to Boise.
Yeah.
If we go to Obuasi and we do well, still, these supporters will travel and come here. They don't care about the distance. Once Kotoko is playing well and Kotoko is winning, whoever you take Kotoko to, our supporters will come. Yeah. Prosper Nate, Ogun, Professor.
I see true supporters in the say ne see team no cry Sebio, Udi free Kumasi Akusrima, meaning say honor distance and wapa. Na say supporters no more so. They say Ghana League Assembly, Ghana League. But now me head distance and say you say also the free Kumasi Kobe be a wapa crana supporters no more you true ones on be do a chair team. Yeah. Yeah, said or say typical Kotoko supporter and there's a more mundi team nature in there.
The National Sports Authority has refuted claims that the Takwa Municipal Assembly has taken over the management of the new constructed TNA. And as I say, Papa be interview.
Benjamin Kessie, MC, Enra. Was set a committee, 5-member committee, or more, be oversee the management of the new TNA stadium. Enra, why you grant interview? The entire Omufio say was someone a facility never.
And then on someone with more contract.
Omone
Sports Authority or contract.
One can or say MOU and go first.
That MOU has said.
Say some to some extent,
I think the man is misbehaving.
Some way somehow,
because
yes.
You see, if they are mismanaging it. But if there's a memorandum of understanding,
yeah,
you don't grant interviews and organize press conferences,
yeah,
and tell everybody that you understand. That's what I say.
And then in the class, the release about
MOU was between Omom's Park.
Yes, and then
you
National
see what's
Sports
the
Authority.
DC or
MC, yeah, Municipal Chief Executive.
And it's a whatever. Say Omom's Stadium now only Omonia and some the idea move up. Go through the process and
I'm also feel saying NSA so Enhre Stadium ni in the 1 month tired.
What do you do?
Boss, only same way. The last time I hear you call Takwano Go Face Foundation Chief Nekas and I'll say we stadium now. Be handed the stadium over to the municipal. Now some more kind.
But I don't know different. But I say there's an agreement.
Yeah. Or no cry acknowledge no more facility now, but Go Fields Foundation, Go Fields Ghana, and NS in his sign.
Yeah.
So to the other baffle make a cran say before CBC side the face we no. Ne NSC, sa park na ne da hoda da no. NSC no. Yes, NSC property. Ti e ba ne say na esi we dia.
Masa man ni here niam bia ya
MC. They say ntokwa kese pa na eba because NSC ni feel say this omanya problems ka quarantine.
I'm going to buy. A section of the House of Funds have expressed satisfaction over the price of the club's newly released replica jersey. Replica jersey ne board dene. Ne board no adding. Supporters no muntiminto. Samatex on the move. They are in Morocco. Omoko. Now Omako could defend it. Omako could make sure that this time they win instead of the draw. So at the master say, I bend the Beko Bisa. Say two so got na di bibi so NSA for statement no when we come back we will have time and go through and see, but whatever it is I think the MC or whoever owns a Ghana hamrawa don't create confusion. Yes, you should not. You shouldn't be creating confusion. You should. Come on, no. I didn't pitch no me. Okay, lawyer.
Boss.
Until Sani, I know 9:49.
Boss, when him say.
Yeah, kwano no. Okazaga say.
Me time no, I mean kwai.
Okazaga say go.
80 and not pay. Blood between the blood between time. Opa yen kan wansem. Opa yen kan wansem. Me am time. Opa yen kan wansem. 80 and not pay. Ye kunko funkroso. Na ensemwa edi adencheche ensemwa ebum fumpa onko funkroso no ya de honsem ato anim ensem na de doso na mom de disafata da wo hwe ena yede ema kitikiti man polibi ena ewoma akansuo anopay ya tueboase atre no na ya confirm amnunu nyina amount show no aye live on Facebook page no so Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio na wa comment me ba na the boss player aturoboase akinkan nyina ama said sem ene said efata yesase at the UEFA Champions League nom enra Paris Saint-Germain womom etime eseba ko a Girona entime ante after the game and Luis Enrique at the etudwase oba park no so a bona amo boy no kra ne se ohun quality efi Girona for no wo mo na enra ombeboy no echese Girona emini business afim our UEFA Champions League no na o chances obe qualify no say na esi etie and on say adiana ope and it's the first game against a Girona win everything abam wo say wo munya late there na so 3 points no amatimi anya they'll bid upon that anafe nima koye ade ama wo na mitchell onom aye manager Emma Girona and mu objectives and say our afim Champions League no and order to just no cranie say on Paris Saint-Germain team for some time. I'm about to get that woman amoho woman jampet no so woman dia am aye at one or you happy with Girona boys no enra and motimba woman a boy nabom we expect more am so enra woman ya chances bia no fees chances no woman betime ade ato atena enom aye Girona manager Ninsima no pay at the Tuja on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Oyerepa TV. Now, may come Manchester City and the Inter Milan game num about 0-0 our Etihad Stadium after the game and Hakan Çalhanoğlu ono a player Emma Inter Milan say Emra no amo eba pet no so no na omo awa dream bi awo mutirimu se nkofo we omo be Champions League fiansam den ni show and ye was say na your ball without mistakes amu ye woduma omo defend ye enyema Simeone Inzaghi catch say womo nya no pet no so no womo ye enti draw no a true reflection of the game amu trying say the subsequent matches enkunimde ebetime akọ eti ama Inter Milan that is Hakan Çalhanoğlu ninsema oti etuja ene anopay Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola ena eti etuja say amashe campaign say withdraw eno enche say maza enkoye is football enra ye say enkoforum a defend ye am rely on counter break hombe janwa na am defend no pia bono wo munya bona na am counter enra omo system no eye adwuma eye momuye eno aye nsema ondura no ati etudwa ene anopay na Pep Guardiola on Inter ebo a say eno yana esi etie eno say na aye tough enra enye game a obeka say aye bayira abrewajo na aye difficult game ningina monom ombe prepare for the next game na Simeone Inzaghi I say am create good chances of free set chances are wo create nanka ombetimi edi ebi atwatna eno aye Simeone Inzaghi manager Emma Inter Milan anisema anopay adi etudwa now yebetwe post match conference coaches no ensema amuti etudwa one Pep Guardiola after neno our Etihad Stadium kanation so onim sam in group stages of the UEFA Champions League 5 years in year afei and Manchester City etime a drop points fie na o say on the doctors in Kasaye Kevin De Bruyne Prano and now in Central for Ebusen Sassane City and I say on the doctors no any nkomoye.
We play so good. I love my team. We are a fantastic team. So against that team, they defend really, really well. So they are masters of defending, and the transition are really, really strong as well. We concede, 1.5 chances, and we create. So you cannot expect creating 20 chances when the team defend 11 players so deep and making so help between each other. So I'm really, really pleased for the performance we have done. You are alone and you lose easy balls, it's a counter-attack. So it's impossible to stop it. So you have to be more precise because sometimes there are balls that are so difficult. But we are alone and lose the balls that happen, especially in the left side with Kevin. You cannot control it.
I know I Pep Guardiola say only team be ball no defender on your bona a counter attack transitional are excellent. Are you happy with a modern one and rantino a boy now it happens ayana a see our football Ruben Diaz a defender Emma Manchester City after say I'm any Inter about Nene and I say a see our football.
Very intense game against a very strong opponent. We knew what was coming. They're a top team as well. They used to win, and obviously we knew we were not going to have an easy job. In the end, I think the team had a great performance. We were very close to score, but yeah. We take it and obviously we move forward. But it was a very good test as well for us to play against such a strong side.
I know Ruben Diaz and then some of the Tuja and Ra Celtic ese enum Amastroban Basaslava ete Ekanamo Bako Brendan Rodgers and Central for Ebusen after the game say Oscars no 5 different players and a share goals no and also say Oba Celtica, building team no fancy ni papa kuso say chin ayo benten ayo smasi and also shego at the Emma Celtic obia etime ehye emma no ayeye me happy with a modimba memrantinum etime eboye eno aye Brendan Rodgers na Callum McGregor ono aye midfielder Emma Celtic or say na a great night na amo eba pet no so no amunim say training na team aye any enyama Brendan Rodgers edia to kwambo no wenom na ebetime aba na Brendan Rodgers after the game and oko TNT Sport for na so ya woman na twetwe komo and o see South Celtic boy na maniante na manted goals no so na efe yentie Brendan Rodgers after the win.
Yeah, no, so happy. It was an absolutely outstanding performance and result. I think we got in the lead. It was a great ball in and a really good header with some other chances in the first half. But I felt we just needed to play a little bit quicker. We were just a fraction slower on the ball than what we would have liked. And maybe when we had 3 touches instead of 2, and just because our touch and pass tempo is very good when we get the rhythm in the game. Yeah, I had that in the first time here. Lots the teams I have the goal contribution is shared through.
Na Estadio Citaves Metropolitano Atletico de Madrid ene RB Leipzig ena airport 7 p.m. Willie Alban onom Leipzig midfielder and on say ehumbia nim say Atletico de Madrid augmented am squad no in the summer na Leipzig one more experienced players team num Stadia Amadua ente humbia nim Marco Rossi Leipzig coach or say I'm born debia you say Leipzig abona and then different Estadio Citaves Metropolitano sa game na and remember Simeone Inzaghi ono kasai na ose ono no South Africa Champions League na your coaches bi o sa Champions League mu a masa obi atimiti mane ye about Don Carlo Ancelotti about Diego Pablo Simeone about Pep Guardiola or say your coaches are amaduoda and to be atimiti emano eye enom and Diego Simeone, Atletico de Madrid coach, and Central for Busan Enra, and I'll say the 13th Champions League season, ye na 13th Champions League season, no, I can't at the Achao and Merenunie, and what dinner war, and was Amuya Jumanum, na Amuye ye, and I am some Urano at the Etofem and Ano Pay, Simeone Inzaghi, or there two girls, ni team performance enra emani tirimu nyana de eno yansema ruano ati etuta ene anopay na yakanom yanko Bukayo Saka Declan Rice Kai Havertz Timber and Festalin Calafiori omunyina enra amu training enra na Arsenal etimi training enti yedenom ebetimi atoso na yahwe Arsenal ene Atlanta game ene 7 p.m. ena etuta Mikel Arteta say a difficult to play against Atlanta. Omo ye tima, omo bom ho che wɔn kuta manager ɔte team no deɛ ɔmo yɛra se nti ɛbɛyɛ difficult game na mmom adeɛ baako pɛm na ɛwɔ ne tirim sɛ Champions League ɔmbɛ start yie Jorginho ɛnso ɛdina no tum no ɔsɛ hwɛ game no ɛnyɛ bayera aberewa dwo ɛbɛyɛ dene papa ɛsiane sɛ Atlanta wei no ɔmo kuta special manager ɔmo yɛ team a ɔmo bɔ ɔmo ho akyɛ nti ɛyɛ game a ɛbɛyɛ difficult na mmom wɔn players ne disappointed Arsenal ɛno ɛyɛ Jorginho ne nsɛm a ɔte ɛtutwa ɛna no pɛyi Said Kolasinac ɛno ɛyɛ Atlanta defender ɔse ɔyɛ happy sɛ ɔhu ne old players a ne ɔnom yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ Arsenal na ɔhwɛ anim nsɛ nnɛ nyina bɛkɔ yie ɛde amate no Mikel Arteta ɛyɛ manager ɛma Arsenal Arteta sɛ ɔno wɔnim biribi adwo nim ne sɛ team no bɛfight na amatimi agye the Champions League aba ne sɛ ɔmangye Champions League a team no yɛ failure ɛno yɛ nsɛm a ɔte ɛtotwa wɔsɛ ɛyɛnkam obia ntimi nte sɛ Martin Odegaard Priano Masa don't miss him and he'll be out for some time. Mikel Arteta on Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, as recently scanned, the scan showed there's got some damage, especially in one of the ligaments in the ankle. So we're gonna miss him. Yeah, it's different. So here we are playing on a Thursday night in Champions League, which is different, but really happy, motivated, very enthusiastic. First game, a really tough place to come. They built something amazing here, and it was a beautiful story what they achieved last season. But for us as well, it's a new season, and we really want to kick on the right way.
Ayensema ora Mikel Arteta ati etuka na Barca ekokodu Monaco enti yebehwe kwan a Barca foro efa so du Monaco yeba na Barca ene Barca omo Monaco game na ni bra ho ni nyina betu nkomam na Hansi Flick ono ya Barca coach wakasa nsem be no de atudwa meka ni nyina kyerɛw na mu anopay high sense eye promo na oye no eye air condition promo and oye 23rd to 28th, that is 6 days per nti open air condition papa to our high sense amasuye amudianom it come with quality 0302 5500 0302 5500 ya no tonka ne nyina ewo boshaba electrical sense ho and papa ewo chandelier light, corner light, gate light, wall light, garden light, bedside lamp, light beer Betobi CCTV camera, CCTV cables outdoor, original certified cables no Energy Commission of Ghana adjatum into 1.5 mm, 2.5 mm, copim 16 mm, or the solar fan abba into solar fan no Coco GB ceiling fan, air conditioning fan with USB nina or Malbi a doom PZ yani kejetia market no Edi animche Adum Boshaba Plaza Prisons Runabout Ewaha Afe Adum PZ and Teltaco for Dynum Boshaba Electricas Ewaho 0322 030 838 0322 030 838 0536 095 966 0536 095 966 Dr. Daoud of Daoud Scientific Helper Hospital Kohoi na amansaya dear ho and one fidia or defa hunam dranum no hu ya dear and what hunam dranum hypertension stomach ulcer, diabetes, a stroke, low sperm count, hepatitis B, syphilis, afe awon nema, a prostate cancer, usisine ya sexual weakness, fibroid nina, obetu asie ama edoso krapa old Metro FM Dynum Serasan so oh 0244 886 0244 886 0201 681 717 North Dr. Daoud Hansi Flick a Barca manager and also Obia ready Barca team no Obia ready for Monaco na amutime de UEFA Champions League no emano ye edi huta ye Monaco manager o say Obia looking for a chair obetime abo ene game no bie o say o training grounds Monaco players no Obia is eager to perform and onoso the team no are you ready David Beckham they are tuja say Ukraine ayo eya papa say ono David Beckham or TVT or games outdoor na oka Kenania on who Manchester United ewo Champions League num or say yana ena reho eno ensema David Beckham ati etuda Hans Flick Monaco Barca the press conference and yebetie ensam kakra Hans Flick manager Emma Barca etuda out of Monaco game ene etuda
how we press, how we want, how the intensity is with the team. It's good, it's fantastic. But I know also I can see when I arrived that the team has a very good quality. So we start with the young players. We start with some players were 15 years old. Now they are 16 years old, and then after the experienced players or the national players arrived, and then the quality was the network give us the next step. It's
Enti Hansi Flick Tiawa ya started here with 15 years and now was 16 years if you was 17 and kakra omo ko national assignment abeka ho your team your quality kwan faso e press kwanya the transition between the midfield to attack defense to the midfield is super and your manager Emma Barca Hansi Flick and ensema oti to them na offer tie meti assembly yesi Martin Zubimendi ohwe baby asesi a resource dad gira no ene dia amoye wo La Liga no mu a wonu no ho sa one two sa ababa ya tuma ama Liverpool akwa si wonu no ho pa nanka ana slot wo hoyi na ohwe baby a Liverpool football Champions League omoye ya sa akwa no onye happy wonu no ho sa otusu sa obaya tuma ama resource dad kono Gallagher ena edi etudwa samra or returning to London no Kokoda Hotel I was Spain and deal no be ye deal no nya no no kranye opani ba ko shedding crapa ayo Cholo Simeone o shedding cran se tie bia eti Madrid e betimi assign o eno ye nsema owura no eti etudwa na oko Ruben Norman no so ya o say Atletico di Madrid already say afi ambeji nkuru outdoor with squad na wono when better compete ye tenye Daniel De Rossi abusia Roma form woman awie na Paulo Dybala edana sese ne rent me infini da aduma kakra bema Roma no Paulo Dybala ne rent me infino Ruud van Nistelrooy and I can't tell United say in Serie A Juventus for striker bi ne din ene Dusan Vlahovic monko fa in January ya na solo ameja manim ho emfa emamo na meteten ye nyankopon boa sa Paulo Fonseca Olusu on Sunday etia Inter Milana metisem penifo beja na kwan oma prepare bi bia de ato na otesa no pan sports debate na me catch o say kokoba ne sa manager ba kwan say amuna dim komo pa ay Mauricio Sarri amune Mauricio Sarri dim komo we squad na Milan e wono omo fi say oba obetim de ye aduma anya resource ati amatim na no ay reporter e kayensa and no pay good news for United and sir Rasmus Højlund are returning to fitness obetim esia kaima team no Charles Bepa Mihailo Mudryk Yankupon bo January so improve ya eno aye diameti nti ye ba janso anopay na enkofon krosun sem no ye tinina etimi esia
Fair Kumase ebrana so awie ye ko na ye ko hede to dwa ho Pottersville School of Ministry Champion Divine Clinic, President Cavity Fighter to pay bills, micro credit, Rockstars Roofing, Abbey, Herba, Clinic Franco Trading Enterprise, Nezos Global Services Limited, Ayo Family Cover Insurance, Power Specialist, Herba Hospital, and Ayo Solomon Kadu. Yes, Uwo Kumasi Kenya say, we are aficionado for this show. Happy birthday and confirm Solomon Kadu and Memweshe Allison say Wabonsu Kosku Aferi Presby School Class 1 and then when you finish in Sia from Kotoko Nokia Weshen Allison say Wabonsu happy birthday yanko di 10 year. Ko besa busumi nie and I'm a boy nkaye e brother do. And I'm sorry ya pe myself Samuel Cayman Solomon Carter ye bodem e wo Kumase Rotary Park. Yes, the biggest sales bazaar eduru ho meno majiwa ufieni fufu na we na binchi no de akọ no sa me tasty bi no na me nso home sweet food continental food na wa makomu no no so na de akọ no na me ko tasty bia we se ne taste no kama me wia ma pare fofora ato entansi sade sabe Kumasi bodam ni bi kae no eno ntimo modern se na o pare papa bi ato a ya ne duru se ya wunya de papa to ne bo no so afo Kumasi Rotary Park ho any baby a woko na fei wako akoyie wani so ade anya bi etimi ato number no so wudu nyama kura ko na akonya kakra bi ewo ho 0597 423304 0597 423304 0502 500632 and ya na dwumadie no afiti ase etwom till September 23rd na chese huebe gise bese weekend mu na abana wieye ntumamodin de wakoton Kumasi Rotary Park na trophy Kumasi ehyaase ene tienie nye Bible school bia na kwa ye be regard wo ukobi wie na afi wagire won system tutumirika na ko Potter's Wheel School of Ministry Potter's Wheel School of Ministry the attendance a Grace Palace Chapel International and assurance watu din adom ahemfie wose menka wo se wahichem mienu classes no kwane abefa so a ye betimi atetew mu abin akodare wujira ho na ka rade asemu a obianim sampa wonya ntete pa enu ntimu adwuma besim kwan no se memenda section no na wo pa tieniye first week no 5th October na second week no and also 12th of October third week 19th October fourth week which is the final week no 26th October Saturday ya mabosu nyina no Saturday na obeye no 9 to 1 p.m. 9 to 1 p.m. Mo amoso pamu de no kwasiada no muntie time no kwasiada de no 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and no week no first week no 6th of October second week 13th October third week 20th October na the final week which is fourth week no 27th of October when you know Potter's Wheel School of Ministry and I didn't say aba fa hujim na ebebua graduation no nipa kukudam fifra chichi ni bench ya so for the nsebe go so on that day no ebesi 2nd November 2024 anopa no nkro bebepe ewa Mankwati School premises opposite stadium number ni 0540 389098 0243 213809 now the Hokobo Potter's Wheel School of Ministry am yet to me atito only Jesus can make you champion Nisanti to Tumrikana kopiem ewo Tantra Hills ne flat and Krasam and I make Kumasi after mekle de nyame okwa wodi a wo say na wotwe ne fo miensa ne fo enan Dr. Kwaku Frimpom and Champion Divine Clinic ebo modern wasan yade na ankwa tutumreka bra baju sika infertility fibroid yes ovarian cyst money back guarantee typhoid hepatitis asthma ni nyina no money back guarantee waba nsofita bi gugu ahemfie honyema nkoyi a na fo miensa pe ni asolve sa problem no e dia ma pimple no menka wo se obekle e dia fru anim Wenim baye no me eno money back guarantee mo amusu HIV hono sexual week why mre wampam koko no yemfene nyina enko wie ne sa stroke emfa hono se de ni hu esitie na fo enan pe no asolve sa problem no e de ama wo kona na ntia nya sciatica sam na make instant o banano na chese wa wie bibia e de ama 0548 593968 0244 230-535. Only Jesus can make you champion. Pep student, cavity fighter toothpaste. Yes, Edmakobu ho na wo to na dia ye nkwa gina nsan ye bua. You live asam na making na yenu ne dadampo wa cha paw na sabre ya. What the pro fluoride macro calcium ingredients akogugum time 10 stronger na ho de no times 10 waso de twetwe wo se a pai wo se fita wo wie pa awurado dom ho nkonkonene no afei abekasa o kasa wo bi so ya na panake kakra wo ya bom sanse wonya personal edupa na de twetwe wo se de woton de wono so de ko twetwe se make sure sa anopa anwumre ene twetwe yese pep student every smile matters. Bills Micro Credit Limited fa bill ni nyina kogu omo so ni nyina no ene sabusia de masa krom hankofo abobo bosia no nya beta wo ye wadwe se wo de me misika masa emfa sanfa so a ye besro 2500 2000 3000 upwards na tese ya ma bosia de ohia no eye Ghana card e bra wonhia bibia wo de kosia wo wonhia judge bia Bank of Ghana among to me so woni sa adwuma yi a me ka wo say ye ma bosia da e wo internet so de me mekan terms and condition ketewa bi na ye de asom e wo akire o friend number on 0302 200 390 0596 920 833. Quick credit lending so made simple. Rosters roofing netma hote no credienti still but as no your passports today's sports shibum a alozen no a premium coated what then coated the aba and aluminium on the plain sheet e the aba ubo ha op self-lock IBRIDT tar sheet ni na no fe every day different color thickness no so there ye ente so de biara da eno ntisha no so ba bia wo no ye free estimate e the amount wo achichi ni benche bia and na wo de ketua bi so na fe ye de ama wo ya me fo me ansan kosi enum ye wie production in neat na fe ye ba metal trousers roofing sheet ceiling joint POP cement rosters roofing system nationwide 0544 338 042 0544 338 042 0201 164645 Abe Heba Clinic Tanaso Apatapa New Side Junction the Tiane say we anapai bra sunsum wiasemu wonam amoba hona bompa ye dika to de sunsum de du achi a oboa we pe na for the honam oduro e de aka ho nti osa no na faketu bi na wona wokọ hepatitis typhoid menstrual problems no yemfa enko wabo no ache afidie na wakofa aba no se beda so na afidie na hwese odwunso infection bi ewo mu a cholesterol enter ni padie no mu yes we live no asembi ma ho asembi ani hu osore ko adwuma na fe ko bo adwuma e de mu my Ghana we nyina no wo se die hu okoba bi e bepam ono de obajo no ahwe wo hu sampa owadupa eye sekasa asam na making sekla for no momfom enko etire ye monsamfo ya de mema bema oba fe nipam kikira na fe woda ho abofra kasa ne nante anya ni nyina no ekowie awotana so apatapa new side junction te se enayi eye ya wodai no so brem na wotana si no num na wo sori enkonya so eye 0243 345 392 050646 0208 na no so wadru ho from kwaso he de yenya phone papa to ye bomodin nya Nokia Samsung iPhones smart TV no 32 to 55 inch tabletop fridge yanko honko pebi ya wie ne sa no na fe yakope air condition and so eye kama ni nyina mu no na wo dwene sa CCTV cameras no function ye monitor video anytime anywhere ye ko jaba jewelry YFM honum adum old my conco fucking new kajetia 0245 316969 ya de ne de aba obehia so be kwakoye surgery e wo take dia eye Nexus Global Services na said so do ebeko wado konso dia na chese ehu bia no eni atire enu ntisha no so eye over top 100 hospital and a doctor so makwadare wo ye surgery de ma wonfonso bia ma ho wo de ne type of cancer ben na person ko ho surgery ye wo back and knee pain surgery kidney or liver transplant weight loss surgery ni nyina ne ye de di wo mu no eye free consultation visa assistant air ambulance services na fe yamao accommodation and even tourism arrangement ye hwe mo cha kwan our Chris Food Hospital Dome Paraku 0539 659259 Ayo family cover insurance we in the bar edek pepper ni nyina say 15 cedis monthly obu ha o 20 de ni nyina bom afemu ni nyina de ebo wona say wo ankasa o register ya do phone ye no we yare koda hospital 300 Ghana a night na fei ye de abo ho bra ami ahwo ya wie pe no na akobo obusuafo nso maako ensia e de aka ho mpe we na apedien yesu putu prum o afie ni afro say eja to fie ho wo be kono na chese ayo odwene hu nti no wo do ho bo no 15,000 Ghana na no so ye de money animu no ade obeye ne sa wo dial star 296 hash star 296 hash kukro na fe watie terms and condition kakra eno so edi atire ana montentin be wie wa bobo no dia me call power specialist Heba hospital ma mini din ene akonso aduo ya wa kwadare papa yentum ne kanfa hepatitis sciatic prostate gonosyphilis oba bi na refrichi ulcer hernia kidney ni nyina na how odwonso no infection pain ene de abamu ye kopiem e wo fe yase Lagos Ntu road opposite Jasper filling station en kran ye kokwa benya ACP me road takrade de udru primary school school no a wɔne anagyenwa ɛna ɛbɛn ɛno akyi na yɛyɛ wɔ da yi hyɛ aseɛ yɛ ɔsesa no mu adwuma Herberton herbal mixture and powder bɛboa wo wawie pa no mɛma mo sisi no mo nya mama ne mfirim na afei ɛnya free no magyinam mɛma deɛ 3 months ɔsɔ wobɔ mpam ne hu sampa wobɔ adwuma wɔ mpa ne so wohia gyiri herbal mixture wawie ne saa no na wakɔpɛ dua yɛ herbal malamesen so ɛde atu atiridie no ase kɔfkɛ wa mabɔ wo afirim kokɔ so ama mo so tie de mu hia no no ɛdua yɛ ne tonic no bɛma wanum atɔ so ɛbra wo hia glucose bia Missy Herbal Apidang Ferment Danny Herbal Colinac Angelos Tabia Adia Mediheb Icon Pharmacy 0244 544422 0244 544422 0200 383831 na chasenyama etumi ayekama inti legendary etwa today's post at the amount as at 10:21 amanyama etumi ayekama boss
Clementino the darling boy
boss
da bena Liverpool boy we okay
weekend
omo tia AC Milan and Zakito se ba ko ex legend ex big club was the Liverpool for me with a club ba ko ex big club about current big club
Zakito nyama
all right babo ntino yanye headline there na fe yanko
ediri anya yanko se ja aba no e be trase e be edwuma na e be trase e
no what to tease
so bi wo mu kakra fine but emre na wo de amaye no e be hwe se de ba ne se e be gya bi egum
e ba is what chawo Mamilas coach ya mangwa
me gine so
yeah na
o se me nya opportunity ni share personally ba me gine so so far as in craft house we there ba me minim se me nya opportunity ni na share
Mamilas e me de mean no be 25 30
last time we say wadam for pa no onye no because adwuma no betuma be to ne na so onye no
so tini ama o minutes because they say no on was 7 a master so ka say adwuma ba be to ne na so a na so wo koma ne ma bia yi Benra whilst engaging him no I came to understand the issues at House of Folk. Straight jacket. I say, but they know said they need to beat Bechim.
Yeah.
So man say Bechim.
For any opportunity.
After Bechim, you know the next game.
Nations. Yeah.
So if you pick 3 at Bechim, usually the AC nations will not be a big deal.
Would have a pet draw be crowd
draw or if you even lose.
A
bit more calming down.
Now you next match, no.
Say Bechim no sabe ya sem
and the young chairman of nations.
See Bechim for Mamungo Katie problem.
I put away there. The bus is a clanker. And I'll tell my son pronounce no. CLUNKER. Yes, I pronounce no. Clanker. Defective, ramshackle, rattle trap, bone shaker. We travel with Aboboya, not fit for purpose. We want the Real Madrid type of bus. Coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun.
Obey repeat your man.
The bus is a clunker, defective, ramshackle, rattle trap, bone shaker. We travel
bone shaker.
Bone shaker, huh? Tamasa wouldn't bone shaker. Master Jai wouldn't tell bone shaker muda. Won't tell bone shaker muda.
No to matter bim da say school be out.
I tell for no 7 minutes or munin to pack at say yes ama headline 7 minutes. Maybe I tell for bejatum.
Okay. Are you using the words of my good friend Coach Ogum? And words and these are your words?
No, these words are deduced from the statement.
Genuine words.
No, and yet directing his words, but
no, they are not his words.
So he talked about the bus
and the condition of the bus.
And
I amplify no.
Words been no use and I or no no. I think that will help us.
It's a more voice, no.
It will help us to understand because Sebio, Doctor Professor Ugumdia, unim before they describe what the enchant. So let's look yenti on the words the same. You take the interview now, okay, all right,
You have to always be on the move. Today, you are on this venue. The next time, you have to go to a different place, maybe because of the venue not meeting a particular standard. So when it happens that way, I mean, it affects flow of the team in terms of adaptation. Because today you are here, the next moment you have to move to a different venue, which is not good. Well, the more the players play on a particular pitch as their home grounds for a period, it gives them that confidence because they can have a mental picture of how the crowd is going to be at any point in time. So they know how to mentally adjust themselves before they come into the game. But then when you move from one venue to the other, it will take time for them to adapt in terms of the crowd, in terms of the spectating. It will take time for them to adjust. So the moment they begin to settle in, then probably something crops up and they have to move. And don't forget sometimes too, the distance is an issue. Type of buses that we use in Ghana are not football or sports related buses. The buses, the Madras and what have you use are different from what we use here. The distances, your move and what have you. So traveling from venue to venue because of issues, you have to change your home grounds. I think it's not the best for our league.
Where is your voice now?
I didn't see Tama.
Voice no, Sammy the wrong.
I don't want you, but want you.
Sammy the different.
I didn't.
Lie.
Oh, Tama.
I don't even get lie.
I'm surprised everybody seems to.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey! They just say where they both say can they?
Ah!
Hey! Or say the type of buses we use in Ghana. So he's referring. The The question.
Sporting. I didn't have some only things I was buying that aspect. No, come on, but also
my way kakra.
Danger.
Where do you be see though? Hey! Danger man.
Where the real danger?
Oh, Tama.
Bravo.
Tama, but I'm surprised at with all due respect, I'm surprised at you.
Okay, so can we go back to the headlines? The other man, no.
Me too. I think that
how they
sure no.
But headline so.
Yeah.
But you too.
Me move on.
But headline
is it the akani wa kukudru abitima Stadia?
The bus is not. The bus is clanker. Defective.
Me about to what? Clanker, defective.
Ramshackle. Rattle trap.
To what? Ramshackle. Rattle trap.
Bone shaker. We travel with Aboboya. Not fit for purpose. Tama, I want to underline where no.
Aboboya. Not fit for purpose.
I know. Say we want the Madrid bus type.
Purpose. Okay, Sammy, let's go back to Coach Ogum now.
Yes, this man come 7 minutes in all.
And count.
The boys.
And they read my way crap.
The
We are going straight.
But voice
When you move from one venue to the other, it will take time for them to adapt in terms of the crowd, in terms of the spectating. It will take time for them to adjust. So the moment they begin to settle in, then probably something crops up and they have to move. And don't forget sometimes too, the distance is an issue. Type of buses that we use in Ghana are not football or sports related buses. The buses, the Madras and what have you use are different from what we use here. The distances, your move and what have you. So traveling from venue sometimes to the distance is an issue. Type of buses that we use in Ghana are not football or sports related buses. The buses, the Madras and what have you use are different from what we use here. The distances, your move and what have you. So traveling from venue to venue because of issues, you have to change your home grounds. I think it's not the best for something crops up and they have to move. And don't forget sometimes too, the distance is an issue. Type of buses that we use.
I wish Senka
because the question I Ebisan had to do with collapse, movement from one venue to the other. So it was not just Kotoko. The clubs, which included Hard to Folk. 2 tier no kana. He was talking about the general issue facing football clubs in Ghana and the kind of buses they are using. Say enye the Madrid the ni be betimi sustain distances be brain. Say nipa no ene obo home wa ha ochena okobo wa ha. Because in this case has akobo Accra, obeko Legon, obesan to Kwan. So he was referring to one, they not being able to adapt to one particular pitch. Okay. And the kind of distances and the buses they are using. Okay. Say for those constant long journeys but so if you describe this as Aboboya and Bolseka there, there's a one amplifier assembly too but one amplifier assembly match say assembly and in this case it not even refer to the Kotoko bus. He was talking about in general.
What I gather and say. These adjectives, clanker, defective, ramshackle, rattle trap, bone shaker, again about him.
I say
the condition of the
bus, yes.
But what I listen to did not refer to a condition of a bus, but the type of a
buses, yes.
So what is a bus? A rattle trap.
Any who bon seka there.
Nkura video say when video just o trema ewu na nko.
Aboboya. Ba say edu da aboboya stage.
Clanker. Now said the condition is so bad, defective. These are conditions of a bus. Yeah. I heard the coach speak about a type
of
bus. And yes, sports related buses. Yeah, the buses and the sport related buses are the coaches type now. O trema team do na egu ha.
Yeah.
Now what da? Now because you're on long journeys. But for one interpretation is different. Yenka said the okano. But for Wadaruma.
Yes, sir, boss.
Wadaruma.
Yes, sir.
Coach na nkase buses ninge.
Or say they are not fit for purpose.
Assuming
sporting purpose na here can you. They are not fit. Okay, say out to you for echo a pando na. Be car na.
Metiwasi na me boa wo kakra. Ubetima kwa akoto uti. Ubetima kwa akoto Mercedes Benz. Ana V8
which may not fit for purpose.
Na the year trotro.
Enya fit for purpose.
Enya no ne de ye.
And
just say dada.
Just say
ebubu. And just say defective. E hon kwa ne ba bia me no e wo problem no. But what the coach was saying is that according to no dorso, yes, your buses in the use of Ghana hano, and yet that's our sports related or football related buses. So you can go back and talk about the fit for purpose. The whole day. So I said, yeah, and yes, our buses in the same pen to go board. To that extent, we can agree with you. But because a clanker, a ramshackle, a bone shaker. A rattle trap. A defective. I think that
defective when it is not fit for purpose, it is defective.
Oh, then let's take that one out. And look, I am everybody in family because you see mu ya heading. But
then the mu ya heading.
But for enko.
Can't way.
But at least. Anka say
since me can say na numu asem I say but
at least once we have established
the description there, that is where he's taking us to. So that's where he's taking us to. Bus way enche bia na ye hail this bus okrom ha no mo a e be the number 1 bus akrom ha no team has it akotoko for players use bus.
Number 4 is right you are man. Say a clanker. Baba voice right. Okay. Yeah, ten oba. That's in Western region.
Yeah. Yes. My friend that's in
Danger man in action. Hey, danger man. Now you're ready and go for a day back. Okay. Kanjin. I want for comments so at least. But for him, second one so. Hey, clanker.
Maninka.
Danger man was there. Yeah, he was there. Oh, Oh, Mama and Divo. Officer Harry's name is Mr. Ramsackle. Ramsackle. Okay. Now, 7 minutes. No.
There has never been water at the TNA Park ever since it was constructed. The feud, tussle, litigation, tug of war, and quarrel between NSA and Takwa MC reaches its crescendo.
Okay.
But Honorable Benjamin Kesse hit back at NSA. Your track record is bad. Even the only 1 month we gave you the stadium, you took money and ran away. You cannot manage it. There's no way we will allow you to manage it. Asirewa, and who will be painting a ma Asirewa or Jenny Bagra, no in a chain. We know what you have done to Kumasi and Accra Stadium. Tofiakwa will not give you the TNA to manage. Tama,
and
between National Sports Authority and a Takwa MCA.
And Takwa MCA was a park and an idea.
Also, what was this a fun poker?
Is there a park for him?
Also, one of the
assassin, or no, the assassin, or your enemy.
Tama, I say my work can
you see, oh my, you didn't send me so. If you are MC, you are a representative of government. The National Sports Authority is a government agency. They say, sir, the order the Homa area for I know MPB or no better to Abaman.
Only a sports authority for you.
I'm saying that's what I normally see back. Stadium so be the sea. And one hand you over their movie. So if you have issues with them, there are processes we go through. You're public show. And yet, I'll bet you I'm near Bema. No chain will be. A cratch some near Trotronia DSA Park. At the moment you say, near Sinconia, the Odyssey said, I can say, I did from his home to me. And now I'll bet you. What committee was his stadium? On was his stadium? Stadium Nadia.
Committee no post at home money. Yeah,
Massa. What did Jane go for some more near man fata? Krumwa.
If
you are MC, you cannot take any law into your own hands.
And
and it's creating a security problem. Oh, you're now wasting him, brilliant to Quani Bissio. Mon can't tell us all MC and yes, an MC. Go and tell him, when I saw say, and to go on all this and to command. Why should this be a fight? Obi the Adjumpa and SC at the Adiama, ne mindful. So the idea you go through processes and take it from them. And now granting interviews. Some in pre or my son or Namate no committee for no. Why in him stadium so?
Yeah, Japade for say the amount.
One Japadian, or more Japon, where are they? Or more, hand you over the man.
Tama, I don't know hand no because him is a foul.
No one hand you over the man.
Na come the mass was authority, but one penny, uncle Jesafano. Enti
woman some young kwan e jeje ngro for so momo ye wan ka to say MC abetum do back ma kwadi ki me mfa mo bi ma ti committee o ti committee so ye wan na go ti committee
enti
gugu aban ni ma se kwa we mu nyina ye nu gwa se no gugu aban we mu
Tama
MC se ma magic park safwa.
Tell the supporters to accept that the world has changed. There's no anything free anymore. House of Folk MD to House supporters who are complaining about the price of the jersey.
Boys or
you need voice by no biakasa no pay.
I no biakasa.
I no biakasa no pay.
We na na kasa. MD na na kasa.
Ye ne nipa na odi message ni ma no na ye ne kasa.
Nipa say
as
it's possible say what some message no kwa mu.
Oh,
that's possible.
And it mean but I no pay no because ye nya hint say omo complain say jersey ne board so me ne Samine Solomon na yes no and the moment ni e ho nkomo kakra so we spoke to people that are in charge of the sale of the jerseys no and I say yes the supporters are complaining omo complain kire MD no na MD ne say masa catch come say you say no bi ase ko na nimo no mo bo nti say first no mo boy edin you say bibia no ha ne boy fofofo na say de chiche bi mu enti 300 ni de che so mto esa no message
team frame di na no my yezuzu nkrem ana
ese de yesu ate ne ye kan bi tama say ye de ne say ye tia ye ko hwehwia ye tia ne abo amanfo
ebe mo say MD be ka che say supporters say at the end body as we as ko na nim to tot sa on say I
down say ade Jesus ni be do ye for be 2 weeks now mutimi fix price so
enti fix price
and after them the 300 number
okay
and amanfo say I mean amanfo to Madrid ne Chelsea no Jesus no 150 120 no money ade na 300 there team is crap
na say no nya papa
papa
there 150 no
ubenya kra papa ubenya papa
150 now nim team Chelsea bo
tama ubenya bi
say wa ko Liverpool so ko to Liverpool Chelsea na mo say wa uni 150 nu 20 10 pound kra
tama fire on the mountain
omonto only say also omo yem te say the okan omo ye ori papa no a omo bitima to 300 beto ananka omo ya ataba no
tama o di ataba to so di anyo
see wo
ataba dey say Togo
na so bitima ye bia ma did ye wani age a wo kan wa se man go for say nya papa
papa o share quality now to me say
ibo mu ne fra brochi ba enche say wo si wadu London now pe Tottenham desi papa to yes it's 5 pound 10 pound
tama your prayer version or and so ni bo
the supporters nation a challenge for babu some days of the least you can get about 70-80 pounds
yes be 10 pound bia na mango
ma taba ton wa yi okọ yi ana o ton enti 300 cedis yes quality ne ya na nkomo mbetimi no goyon gofo bi so a man quality enya on hye come your way for those who can afford
na come by your level
by grade
by grade no be ehun de obeto but 300 cedis for a jersey there
phobia tama phobia abasi mu nyina beto 300
na abasi so ndimi to atare 300
onto
MD ofra landing abetna Manchester abetna hade so ka chenza
so the Manchester price na abagana
anyway
tama
avoid that
eti we fire on the mountain
bim
fire if you see so gidi
I know
some Asgo supporters are not happy with the return Kotoko back to Obuasi tama say Congress time Kotoko tutia omo na man e omo tibi omo no
so but yeah into us
Mary
say headline
over me space na my no fa no no
so but
Mr. Otuo-Acheampong UEFA Champions League no eba so my Sunday born my Sunday born again some graphics been to my Mr. Otuo-Acheampong running through and I think the game and I'm for interest to my man nipa bebre Mr. Otuo-Acheampong Majigu ye
if any was Ajigu
no idea Mr. Otuo no idea City match and Mr. Otuo
Adobe as City coach
the on say near per one go be crowd their preparatory that and I say the HSA yeah Madrid satisfy me on Tuesday but no idea PSG na take kind of so bad City ball from team
PSG go gaga krabio
I say no near corner vema so it's a live no
and the koda enu anajo e bi sorry na hu so musum yeso afo say chaka
wow
yeah you to no idea na
how the asem na yi ni kan ye no
na uzo so na no go to bi o check ye na say Spurs yes 80 pound
yeah
therefore just the board you
asem na
80 pound
na monti asem
600
ma blasters ni Angola game no mo tutu nkunya no ebi die na ye genuine hate but ebi su die betting asem pa na makacho
betting na hard
level amount for the ade ne ko
na lecture papa bi oba no
there be menti no
university students saying 250 and scam bango to fees ni ande amun tutu omde akutwa better omantimi antwe that
bu okom so abun so benya be 500 omso didi omde abetua
sane you take a gamble omde akutwa papa ni mte omutwa better
the level no omde ko na no den to omon slow down kaka
ozo omtwam
Hey, to
That was a bad debate.
Jose.
A bad debate.
Yes,
a responsible bet.
Yeah, people must
people
grow
cannot
to,
be responsible.
Yeah, people must grow to
It
that
creates a
level.
problem.
But there are others who are responsible.
And no, I did be a madam for be by a winning America
Sir.
public. She can get the baby a crown of confide a coach as a phone. So Vieto said,
Neshamo.
Omudia. Well, I'm a first canon, the acquire bit and Diasa.
And if so to be both above for more.
And it was a animal, never free in a bar.
Tell me, I want to. Police for sorry, no. Secretary, no, didn't want it.
Police church.
Police church.
Oh, now they 44,000.
Sorry, police are sorry. No police, no. Almost sorry. Police are sorry, no. Police for sorry, no.
I know what it's Chicago Jabet.
I know, you didn't.
The bed ain't me now. I did some.
So I say no. So I send a city or snare co.
I do be your only control. So
yeah, nice.
Why do you bet on it? On said bet on it, you say beer. Manageable beer to damn me.
Wow, would you do?
The meet my now go for Bobo it yard. And I'll take a two swaggle. Now the Usika Kuso.
Kuwait, baby.
Now, then at the end of the day,
you want to there are days you cry. I mean,
but can you adults?
So if you speak to all major investors, they are big. They are
teaching. So I know panel funny suitcase no okwochira there. Now I bet na ibi wadum. Headmaster friend no o na na wo so me calculations bi aba sisi e.
O eden.
O calculations. Nezo o di gu so aba. I'm I want to say do point be not to encourage you but they do point be. Asema me kan sempa o. Onya sike mu do no de tu kwan kwa boche.
So there will be good days. There will be good days. There will be good days. There will be bad days. I mean, on Tuesday, say.
Oh, yeah, not Sebio. We are going to so to the mission. Say, and
I didn't say you did me. I come along with you. Good so. Seriously. Okay, so wait.
Mr. Otuo, I think say Nra that City Inter honor the honor 7 by now. Otuo, I think it was one of the
story and reaching chill. Now who's an animal serious?
What would it be? Who dear? If I'm man.
Now who's an animal serious?
And run almost a Fako. Now, Mr. Otuo, City Inter, one a very tactically entertaining game. It was a tactical game, Mr. Otuo. And Inter actually BBR. So I think Ebema City ne Arsenal no so aye de pa because adie bia Inter ye no Arsenal betimi aye. Yes.
Inter for no omnimbo.
So to adie bia Inter ye bia Arsenal betimi aye. On say born in mame any of the graphics na Mr. To ye ngran common ye be describe so the ama omo share on TV. Now and right Inter this is how without the ball Mr. To no omo shape up. On so omo ball 5 back ne dada. Now, what they decided to do is say, you might get it wrong, say, be an Inter or ultra defensive. No. They had an excellent build up. Maybe our times you drew her. You better how coach a friend Inzaghi. Or combine the modern day plus the Catanaccio into a fadie and call for penna, pass from the back, no, wafakakra, and wafa the Catanaccio no sukakra, and that makes him excellent. On to the last time I was talking about tactical flexibility. Say a modern coach should be tactically flexible. Now, he decided, say, every space be a Man City be exploited, you have the men to cover up. On the right and on the left, or double up the numbers. Into City, spread the ball on the court wings, you have 2 players to take them on. Now, normally, so check his City in Madrid. Bernardo Silva, so game na City, a Madrid, Bernardo Silva go no share na. What City for 1 year and say, Omo Drago ko wings to her. Na se o center back na eba be support o wing back na our left back no. No my 2 versus the full backer. No my about to echi. Na a third man movement. No afem aba be show. But in the case of a year Inter Milan, it wasn't the center backs joining the left backs rather. It was the central midfielders coming deep to support the full backs. So I just say space be a down. So in this case, the other screen you see, Savino will decide to go for the box and sa purple box. No, why is City games say adi omu used to? Okoma no ma wa to almost a Bernardo Silva bi no wa found se full 4D me no wa found. But Mr. Tuo, what try Sadia na the Bastoni on here another player to check the third man movement of Club FN Manchester City. Now when you take it to the right, Damien yesterday, Mr. Tuo, he played so well for Club FN Inter Milan, also preventing Jack Grealish from doing the job. Now, Mr. Tuo, in the central zone, say why you saw the baby and Fifi, or the Bema Ike Gundogan B, or the Babema any of the players, they have shapes. Then, or they born a mommy picture Nankasa and Obama pictorial evidence of what happened on the field. And Mr. Tuo, this is it. Covering the spaces, covering all the edge. So in the middle, they are blocking you. All the core wings, they are blocking you. So no matter how a year City will pass, no matter how City will build up, they had answers to everything. And it was difficult for City to break through. You struggle to spot Haaland because one, Haaland, he is closer to the goalkeeper because we're extreme classical mid low block into a goalkeeper. No? And again, all two players around him. Three, almost to put the supplies. So the supplies is also not coming. And I think, say, Mr. Tuo, why I trust Arsenal. Say, Omubetimi repeated this against Manchester City near Mr. Tuo. Arsenal, so I check it on defense now. Arsenal was top defense, dada. No, I say the Arsenal here, you know, Mr. Tuo. I say the Inter Milan here, Arsenal can repeat it easily.
But they were so disciplined.
But Arsenal so disciplined. But what them against Spurs?
Gabriel will create one problem for you at a point.
So they can be close to perfect. Arsenal build the future, and Inter so build the future. But I'm build up near excellent. They were Nicolo Barrera Babe join you on Mobabeji.
No easy man.
Yeah, Wabo Isiba. Mizoto is not a bad place. An excellent number 10. Excellent number 10. And not to say the players were workaholic. And I think say difference between Inter and Brentford here say Brentford decided to press high and a City call long and the break you. But now Inter press on middle. No space. No space. Coming and catch you on the break as well. They are moving with purpose. It's going to be interesting. And now how you can stop Manchester City. And then in as much as City were enjoying possession, Inter Milan look deadly whenever they get the ball. More than Manchester City.
You saw the relevance of Gundogan.
Yes, the engineer, the brain. And tell them so the last time I say any club young could be convincing Tony Cruz to join them. Kobenya an asset, but this is what Gundogan Edebro. And when City for now tried, they tried. But Robesa got to a good goalkeeper. So one in Arsenal, they have a good goalkeeper. So even if you're able to break the defense, because check the Arsenal back four, solid back four, and omunina defensive understanding also.
Okay.
And now, also I make say Inter ebema e bibia class bit me use against Manchester City. Mama e bibi. But one thing about Pep near them to Pep so no. Why you say no? Ono so ba ko transfer no dream bibi for no the about, but everything look clean. That if teams can learn something from Inter, or bit me stretching Manchester City.
Coaches also learn. On the Simone Inzaghi.
Yeah.
Well, prove say on type biabo.
BBB.
He can go all out. He can defend. He can hold the ball. What I admire about them, the way they hold the ball at the back. Nobody panics. It doesn't matter who is chasing the ball. From the keeper in Nana, so many Nana
Bayern Munich.
Your friend saying, but say he was there with
the Onana Cohen Kofano. Yeah, Onana Cohen and Kofano free Bayern Munich.
Okay, that's Switzerland.
Yes, Switzerland, you know. O free one ko fan free you to ne timing onye sa keepers ya bia yensu but and now so check Inter for statistics he had the most passes the goalkeeper he had the most passes he opened up someone jena mo so fama me ne mbo so to Simone ayade wa kire se to hard you or also negatives kakra. Yes, or negative. But tactically, he's a good manager. And again, he can manage a limited resource. So resources new so the other last year resources new so bet me manage. But sometimes he lack consistency. And then kakra. And I say in the Premier League, you should be consistent. Me kind the last time Leicester more the 77 80 Moji League, you know. You see a free 77 80 you do 90. So if you are not aware, me to Arsenal against Atlanta is going to be an interesting game of Begamo. You see Champions League so to they were El Kono. So to me see for Montemo. Now to me pick points.
Manchester does.
Okay, say be a person go playoff ne dia. But person can off.
Top 8 in the top 8. Omo dey na for you.
No to aim for the hasa.
Top 8. Say dey Madrid City mo Madrid City.
Bayern Munich.
Bayern. Be a Liverpool. Manchester there.
Manchester Manchester.
Okay, you haven't had the groups to go. PSG have started something.
But PSG no Girona. That's what I'm saying. Arsenal must be part of the top 8. They must be part of the top. No, you can still lose and you to turn.
Well, Arsenal will have a game against PSG, Inter Milan. At least we
and that's why you need to start well with Atlanta. But I trust Arsenal in today's game. Yes.
I'm in the league, you know.
So they are not doing bad.
Okay.
They are not part of the top 3 there, but they are not doing bad, kakra. Okay. Now the conversation is that why I'm starting to trust Arsenal. I'm looking at their game against Spurs and Aston Villa. But to some matches, I turned doubters to believers, because against Spurs was a game that traditionally I think Arsenal lose based on the Arsenal and the first. No? But that was not the story. These days, the mentality of the Arsenal team, and any games were very tactical power. Yes, Gasperini against Arteta, a very tactical power. Arsenal mentality, the use of set pieces. Ya can't watch them, and now I say I clear. Say everything be a team here, sending a set piece very deadly. You know, they are using it. And so to say idea back one. No for no. Was out and most of the time this year you say Ghanaian club because you North African club went me and Shano a set piece. What Zamalek against Dreams FC? Konami, you know, I show. Samates game on boy against Raja. Fair corner pine no the show, no the him. Arsenal is using that. Now Arsenal have options when it comes to making changes. And they have a manager and I'm complete trust our system nenya wonimono. I will grow our Arsenal. Arteta grow Arsenal to grow. He understands the squad. He understands the fans. He understands the demand. No? This gives me some form of hope. Say they can go to Atlanta and do something. It's going to be an interesting game. Obi say Adimola Lukman to on lose uniform last weekend. He provided a wonderful assist. The match or boy. So this is a match. I think he will give us something different from the City Inter the man. Tactical, but I'm expecting the goals. I think this game should be able to give us over 2.5 or now. Barcelona under Hansi Flick is a different beast. They've created the most chances in the Spanish La Liga, and Hansi Flick call Barcelona no changes be bring by, but why changes be bring? Because you look at the kind of players Barca fire now, and you be. But the necessary changes as a coach, I saw here with team now. Danny Omo unfortunately this weekend, Mr. to a Peking injury. But how our coach Nishi Punyoma, Rafinha Daha, Yamin Lamar Daha, Robert Lewandowski Daha, how they dominate, how they create the chances. Mr. to combine direct football, efficiency, and a bit of tiki-taka. And the core principle of Barcelona were near free, but also the need Diana Babishim. The true German football, the mechanical German football, Omunya Boa, their target is to get a goal as soon as possible, no? Or the Arabic Council. Now the build-up of Barcelona is quite quicker than the traditional tiki-taka. The number of passes at Barcelona, typically, no more before say goal with Coach Hansi Flick, and the fans are just loving it. And Toto, he's a coach that always demands for more. And against Monaco, not a bad side. But I think Basa benya a wonderful day wɔ hɔ na nneɛma akɔ yie di ama Basa
okay me that's it Joe
Zoto akumia na sa akumia ne team bo Champions League bi akumia me team pa na ba me ne onya yo ofwa
2008
sa
we jai
ndeze Morino jai coach obeja boy chidi ana
Obarabaje
eno wo adwuma yo na how matches ni bi na ze mu say ESPN for yi ba ko bi
sa
ana ojamo toto ne nsa wo ho nam se wi ase enyina ne yɛmfantu ɔmo fo sembre ye ninkaso
abo kan fo baby aye adwuma
yes nti ebeni bi wo ha ya menye na ye se wo challenge ba nti they said yes ya kwaba no but ye kan ni nyina
no only Thomas and an advert no e bonum so advert bi wa be twam no this is Morino
problem ni nyina ne say me hu say no pe na wo kan fo Simone Inzaghi
yes
na o bonabaso so mokwa fu say oyegu cha Antonio Conte
me just say Antonio Conte mo man di jom so ache but
Conte too kwan
Conte Conte one way you own him the way but way in my head man since omo draw Champions League with Inter I've watched him me ana enter na me tell her say the baby drew me how me behave so omo decide so omo express omo you see them and now obabe ball style let's hold the ball play with them ye nyoma we take them and yeah them here na dey come back pass ya Carbon no to atna ke be ka asem bofro ne
nyogondo anso na ogina po anim no head fast ra
o say no head you wait me
yes it was a nice game the total game na fair and games be say and may change the format of the Champions League say yen twem ani nkodu knockout stage and sand one game be say and no obi a wo hwe game ni bia meja tum say even in the history of football games ayabo aye draw no one of the best Zoto when your opportunity to watch Zoto be born some dem teams ni mienu yenra game Inter Milan and a club against Manchester City boy normally no because football ye gamer obi okosho football bia na expect say goals be piem na nani age no enra say goals piem o goals and piem e game obi ohwe bia ni age even to the two coaches say and they when Pep Guardiola tena say no obusa na enra game na Zoto obey happy with the draw Simone Inzaghi at the same point so be happy with the draw because at a point na Inter standing a chance of even scoring against Manchester City and kebi on betimi agina so dey winning game no at a point Manchester City is almost standing a chance of winning the game and ka on betimi winning against Inter Milan until it was a fine game. How was this Inter team built Zoto and only baby say dey concentration ko reason why on say nra na me emphasis on team identity. The first thing a club no and a draw. Club na ya fa no de ye pese ye nie. Ye pa hu coach na ya pa hu players. Abra Pepe Morata be the sporting director of Inter Milan. Inter foko fan from Juventus no. Doto. Pepe Morata obi onim ni records bia no from Sampdoria to Juventus. Even at Sampdoria, I didn't know you said the Sampdoria team no more in a 3-back system. And a Juve for Befano. Oko Juve no. The first thing he did, and it's so appointed Antonio Conte as the coach. Because said any him no Sampdoria no, not on Peso Bessis and Ensano, e Juventus. It took Juventus no, or Sapeki a coach or be fit into the 3-back system. It is Juve Okon and him na the BBC. Bonucci, Bazzagli, Chiellini, supported by Gianluigi Buffon. It's a big club in BBBC. Buffon, Bonucci, Bazzagli, Chiellini. Juve edgy Syria and twice for like was it like 7-8 years? They were winning the Italian Serie because now clubs in Italy yes 9 ain't winning and competing. Yes. In this process, Zoto Omo move from Conte to Allegri, but they didn't change their star. Omo maintaining their identity. Eti whilst they were dominating the Italian Serie A, within that period, Omo bought Champions League final but ni mo lose 1 to Real Madrid and then 1 to Barcelona, 4-1 to Real Madrid and 3-1 to Barcelona. But Osha baby or Mofa Juve team no baby or Mudria, untimi and terminus failure, it was a success. Any a for Ray, Pepe Morata never Inter Milan. Inter wanted to cut the dominance of Club FN Juventus. He came to meet Luciano Spalletti. Spalletti is a fan of Treback. At the time of Muyi Spalletti F1, Osako and Chico for Antonio Conte because Conte was free and not nearby Inter Milan. It is the foundation of Inter Milan team way. Started with Antonio Conte. With that Treback now, Pepe Morata, names Oyeno. When Conte was leaving, Zoto, Oman just for coach on sa system na say. They went in for a coach or test system na say. In the royal friend say Simone Inzaghi because the time at SS last you sana na last you subo with a Treback. It is a kofania de neba. Yes, say your identity. Say the city na asana and they make sure say they buy players that fit into their system. And your player be an bet me about Inter Milan. And they try as much as possible to get their transfers right. It will show even Pepe Morata, a bit time as king of free transfers. Of course, Juventus no. She call for Patrice Evra. She call me to offer Carlos Tevez. She call for Daniel Alves. Ebeka Juventus team no. These were exceptional signings. I contribute to a lot to the success of Juventus. It's Inter team no. To the omo ye. I had you almost 33 baby. And I bomb the baby baby. It's Oma master no. It's a Inter Milan e boboa. The only it doesn't change from any game or mobile. This is how they play. They defend in numbers. Aside having a 5 solid defensive unit, and now they no call with Damien, Besek, Alchebi, Baksoni, and Augusto. Or your German international.
Oh,
yeah. And can normally no. Omo back 5 no. Don't freeze. Benjamin Pavard, Francesco Acerbi, Alessandro Baksoni, and Di Marco, Federico Di Marco. Omo na yomo back 5 no. Then a midfield 3 of Hakan Chanolu, Nicolo Barella, and a Mkhitaryan. Omo realizes that Mkhitaryan is aging because number of games afibia swams to increase no. They will need somebody to take the place of Mkhitaryan. At the time, Petro Zielinski, the contract our Napoli ban they were smart to pick him as a free agent. And only there, Ura friend is Pepe Morata winimie. Up front, Omo Turam, who came in as a free agent. Omo Lautaro Martinez. And I'm going for Mehdi Taremi as a free agent, also from FC Porto, to replace Alexis Sanchez. I will go back to Udine. Players here able Mudini nano. Because who say players are mobile fit into the system. How Inter Milan wants to play. And similar to Manchester City. And then baby Manchester City do ne ball mobile no. Manchester City say Guardiola anywhere they will not go and appoint Simone Inzaghi. They will not go for Antonio Conte. They will pick a coach who understand how Manchester City as a club wants to play. Ebi wo it take time. Ebi also take time. Ababa the modern language of the game. Club will be a person benya identity. It is a Arsenal bobo be a person say Arsenal nie, Manchester United nie, Liverpool nie. Say na Liverpool ball, say na Real Madrid ball. Eti this Inter Milan team once I know na me catch you say. Enye gamer Haaland benya space bebree. Because Inter beko 1-on-1 on Haaland. And in the Champions League final 2 seasons ago, City boy no, omo ye, omo ma Achebi enegina Haaland so to stop Haaland. And throughout the game, Haaland and I can't boy in route 10. What makes their defensive transition so quick? How comfortable I'm so omo me for when they have the ball. Omo ye technically gifted. Ufo bi se Hakan Chanolua, Okraboa, Mizoto ompre ne ho. Ufo bi se Nicolo Barella, Okraboa ompre ne ho. Ufo bi se Zielinski, Okraboa ompre ne ho. At a point, omo pass ball no in their 18-year boso. Minim se bon wo sa video na. Then Achebi pass ball no to Zielinski. A crowd fast so damn 2 Manchester City players quickly turned that ball from a defensive area to attack. Luis Diaz ne stop no, which eventually did Luis Diaz yellow card ne buy no, tells you Mr. Two how our master sad you know. And this is purely coaching. We a coach in a juma, a coach in a juma no there be park so. Aside club no, Mr. Two a woman identity. They are not moving away from how Inter Milan should play. It's a free throw and a form. It's difficult to break them down. Last season, even in the Champions League, Atletico Madrid boy, no. So it went on penalties, and Atletico Madrid do you film because offer the two sides are boy with a similar star. Omunina on the low block, try as much as possible. So on quick transition, no more they attack you. It was a fine display by club friends Inter Milan. You cannot play against Manchester City. Abe who do more than Manchester City. Obia any hope team be anywhere was as you say. I'm so true. On the Manchester City boba also be control ball more than Manchester City. It will not happen. But one thing I want to say ultimate quick transition, especially because City attack with numbers. Omobo on the high line. And no chile say Mzutu almost be more spaces amobobi. But the confidence our players nibinya to hold on to their ball when City are pressing, beat their pressing, quick ball. Now they move to their half, straight their defenders no. And then they bet me more still game. And then Inter Milan for ye. It was a nice game. And I bet my boy that you shen Enra the Etihad Sports Stadium. Yes 0-0. Men ka Barcelona match ni bi, but my men call Arsenal ne a match and Atlanta match na mdesi. And ye besa have a very good game. Because Atlanta was experienced coach in Gasperini. One of the coaches, I said they all can say Inzaghi underrated in Italy. No, one coach I feel say if we are seeing that money didn't but why year Juma based on the budget of the club and the standard of the club. No, so also Ohiasa recognition. No, I will reference Gasperini. May I show us after winning the Europa Cup last season, Europa League, with Atlanta. No, after a month for anybody call more kakra. Based on the Omu showcase here, and the only defeat by Leverkusen last season in any competition Omo boy Atlanta ne dem Omo. My room said this was a club on their route to play in the Europa League final. Omo be Liverpool 3-0 Anfield.
Atlanta.
Yes, Omo Liverpool 3-0 Anfield. Now somebody say team biano obo dem to who the players and the system function. Omo do Monsaki team ne kakra. Last year Mokobo Europa League final no. Their lead man was Kamanka. Beginning of the season Kamanka Epra. In their method, Cobb Menes was free because Abranti offensive Martin de Ron and Ederson a lot of defensive work at the mano. Into Eja Adimola Lukman and Charles de Ketelari. Emo mutimi move freely because they have methoders are omoye workaholic. Omakwa ko yesi pijo no mu hiti na mstutu omo ba obi anu obetimi astop omo. They have a lot of journeymen. Saïd Kolasinac, formerly of Arsenal, ewo hobi. Belanova, wabo he was part of AC Milan youth team player. But wabo Monaco, wabo Inter Milan. Not highly rated by Mstutu or a player bakwa. As onya the platform to showcase his talent. Enti yebesha no ewo Atlanta. This maybe a bebo game in the their front three. Zutu. How quick moye. We enye Sunday game na Arsenal ne Tottenham boy no. Arsenal will have Declan Rice back to play in a game against Atlanta. Adani Echeche the role of Declan Rice. Whilst a different type of a defensive midfielder and as a holding midfielder. Defensive midfielders no locate spaces no. Atlanta so the spaces and a ball and then a mom who you. Baby a game no Zoto a bet you do be winning no any the battle between Ademola Lookman and Ben White. They bet me a handle on the young on a baby game no. Because majority of the attack a pass it to Ademola Lookman. Or you see the pace anyhow skillful on the ball at the tormented defenders. If Ben White it means stop Ademola Lookman, it will be an Arsenal game. But when Timia stop Ademola Lookman, aside no my year can say Ademola Lookman winning, he's a good goal scorer. I would judge and obey me show. And they so far Arsenal back for now is one of the best as season games kakaya bon we European in Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and William Timber. All these 4 are center backs. They know how to defend. They know how to position themselves. It say trauma ayana ending. It will be a nice game for that one there. Champions League so won you. We can imagine Atlanta and Fiorentina game maybe. Na come faso better take an share Fiorentina 3-2. Kwaya Fiorentina faso show mu 2 goals no. Now the to Arsenal one. Say Arsenal ewo chances of scoring ewo slow. Because whilst you can about how good omo ye with the attack no. Omo defense no this season mean share them huniye. Even in a 3-man you mean share them huniye. Ode to Arsenal attack no one and how the Arsenal attack always find omutimi finding a way to score no say Arsenal will score a goal.
Okay.
Nti go there to there and then Arsenal will score a goal.
Okay.
When the be winning game na will busa no. This is a competition and Arsenal will good record with Italy. Open English team back will good record when it comes to meeting Italian clubs in Italy. To one of them Arsenal. Nti omobano that record is already there. See, Atlanta any good record against English teams in Italy. Even when last season, we coached Liverpool 3-0, Liverpool be show 1-0. Oh, the Jewish stadium in Bergamo. It's me share the game ni dia. Atlanta will send a message, all right, but they say they are trying to compete with the top clubs. But my member Arsenal 2-1. All right, and the game maybe because we Jewish.
I mean, now so there are interesting messages. Enti na obi say once o kan Inter Milan wasem kama enti weekend no before AC Milan and Inter no or expect say listen to what Dibo is saying about Inter Milan that I'm sure this weekend face against which the AC Milan is falla for Inter Milan.
Oh yeah.
Where Arsenal by GH. Okay. But you shouldn't change the narrative when he's discussing the Milan debut over the weekend.
Oh,
say what Boma Basso come up.
Coach Nasa, yes, I didn't know that because the last 5 matches. Some of that, you know, Nasa was saying, one you know. Oh, yeah, Tina, because some can. As one of the pressure say, oh, Milan Kofa coach. They wanted the coach to give the club identity, how they want to play. It was a Milan in the supporters in this action home. To sort yourself. Oh, yes, because. See, I say a Sunday game now, Ebono. Mojasemo. Mojasemo.
You have to be fair.
Oh, no, they are fair. By Sunday, dear, what's the day? No, that was a can't by.
I'm saying, say, on say, at every stage of the process. Where they are, anywhere Milan is.
Look right near you.
No,
say Kotokoniki face at the Mua.
Oh, but was an interphone in a year.
Milan is the biggest Italian football club. It's yet to me says time. No. We are coach. I want him as No. So we need Sunday. So we need Sunday game now. Or we need Sunday game now. He can even lose the next 5 matches. Milan supported by So
that you know.
Yes.
That you know.
No, we call 5 times. Nina, yes, no.
18 years.
What now? 5 times.
You are noticing so bad. Can say another discussion at the background. Say I say any hurry.
Oh no. No, got some bad. I don't go drum around some society.
So any hurry come boom. Okay. All right. Ryan for Germany referee there are issues there about Boko there. Wallahi betim. Betim.
No, what is it?
Betim from the rest.
What is a blaster ne a Sudan match in Ebe Kumasi? What?
Let's say about
Bomba jana uka betim.
Betim no na enya na ha score points.
Agwana slepo ye no. Defender slepo ye no.
It is time omo enyes ana.
Odoji. O say defender slepo odoji say. Blaster defender say go clear ball no. No clear was out go to the pass.
Oh yes. Even they made to can say Kotoko Boas no more conquer home 2 matches or pay and they will return back to Babayara.
Yes, okay. Express
There's a power from
your children then dwedi wo de ba no no. Eba Stadia na chese mpanyimfo aba omomodin o.
Yeah, omo ne ka fo di nkomo pa nye anye nkomo ketwa but ka me de mizutu ke ko ba ku bi ba ya at least.
See nkomo na outside.
Oh yes.
Obi a next year.
Oh, next year say.
Boss na next year I say omo nyenye park na na. Okay, next year I say omo nye o.
Mr. Otuo.
We are not me back. Yeah. But say neutral
nationalist.
Okay. Express group as well that America. Na back.
Be yasem no obi kan. Dr. Ogumasem no.
I baba ni na so.
But kasame mo boy and nka so yenya question na otibis Michael otibis.
Same no. Wa mama yibu wa nti na mbese. Me yen kakra bubo wura mu a.
Enti
senior ba mu yenya na
nti same come bet me aboa me yenya question so aboa.
Se du obi issue obeso on this.
Nyina nti so to do nti so mo pento.
Okay, nti address sa kwantuo na wutuo na SS4 no ase mo message by where we school no fresher. They say the obey nyina ne say akwanya bebraba the programs I hold on about o fresh group for abeso cho sat beso che your friend is saying GMAT GRE ne IELTS ne ade ne nyina no o ko express group o metro kwan SS we wi mo degree so in French psychology and the account nyina no na mahwe number is 05555500067 05555500067 and 024900448 024900448 SM Bites na say waist pain so the low sperm count ambassador no
still in touch.
How the womb?
Oh, money away.
O man nyina ya we.
Na Stadia bi say all the children busuan. Unya de pa na wo de ade no see.
So sisi na so na man sisi ne ya da go de unya so unya 12 years a
Ankwano susan do mu sisi yare
12 years which space low sperm count na ntimi hu za akola wo bia na oni
obugrom susan unya
eno de na me kan de enye nkola yare premature ejaculation so nya nkola yare
and they say
low libido so nya nkola yare
eno so nya nkola yare enu nya ye
ni nya ben boy yare
maturity stage
so what think wo from na no abas ma ka so bi hu ba o to hu sane wa so hu sane ontem o ba
hu sane hu ba no e dife no
adekro
dife
sa
two different
man hu sane nya pe
eh ma ya da ma hu sane me ana ma ya da ma hu aba
hu sane o
bra
sina no betima tire
bibia was say wo ya ade bia na hu sane wa hu aba ho so why you fine why you free and this idea no so no yeah ya hu sane
sina gata mo talent
sane jena
sina kwa
Mafaka tuncheri
hu sane wo say why you free
Obedi ntimi
ato many tree master no
sane on we crack into a problem.
Yes.
Maybe in the course of the problem the IBB na be
twitwaje wo sane
na we ntwaje
David so
ohun aba tete ohun aba e si
anya agro idea bro
ade ba ko pe enu ntimi se sano
agro anya agro to
yes when eno so for more maware in the dis agro no
saka wanta ohun ko anka ohun sane enko
tete in the pressure of
one sane
number is 0243 989368. And by influence the test no munchire mu. Oro su don komuna na eta boy o sa de mu nti. 0201
we limited to mpaso
0442 test. Ya na principal over phone ni bi. Ebi organ have bia. Headquarters no always lower in prices. Kumasi KJT we dum Morocco babia no principal over phones. The number is 0501 635621 0501635620. Na ye can workshop supervisor. Aye here no transport company bi ewo Western region. Omo pe obi afana adwuma. I'm na ba be supervisor. Over 60 workshop person na be here omo so. Na nyema baby ne say employee evaluation ube here amanfo adwuma. Past management robot chere adwuma mbe work scheduling, staff assignment. Ni nyina wa na ube here so. Na experience 5 to 10 years. Why supervisor ewo heavy duty workshop. Afenzo so ube here buses akese. Football clubs mitrem tu kwan to say you turn Dragons and turn Costa and no one be some near can ewo hop papa BSc HND and ohia na driver's license class D CV also do CV kan ho no asend call kofidemple@gmail.com and our WhatsApp number is 0248 761909 0248 761 909. Now they only WhatsApp. Grow fine. You can't man for say. Obese u grow fine and grow fine. So when you mato, untumi ni di. Uta anansi tachi cheche unai untumi na. Chese unya grow fine. Grow fine you ani no doson. Oyerepa emane kontem. Entama Oyerepa. So maybe a turn do be a missy heba kolinak. Ewa san smart heba obuasi fediments. Bebi abenya grow fine. Bi can't in them groom. The obey ni any. Say ubejina kai na so wato group fan bi digital herbal clinic e Kumasi Amokumara by Bank of Africa. Your number is 0244596532. Pedro Nibito grow fine. Nam say grow fine makes you grow fine. Kanjen and magic drinking water ensure papa nie rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium and no nsuo bia keke. Nyo nsuo bia na nsuo. So open super pan manum kanjen. Kanjen eno ene ema watimi ada. Kanjen ene ema mujadi umwafusane kama. Kanjen rich in antioxidants. Into obi onum kanjen bia no acid sem bia nim. Se na ano te Professor Otuo-Acheampong on eka se cancer into survive in any acidic environment. Any then ndi so nya kanjen na se eno no pamu acid ne ne ma hia na chese oho de nyade a cancer bia betimi aba o side a very regulated body temperature na protect organs in like your heart, your disease na no papa bi ka chem say onom kanjen rubber gallon ni bi and I'm say doctor for essay on tanum super pint no no onom your number is 0241449191 024141449191 na ko edutumu abites any capsules so you obi a sebe edutumu ache edutumu ye adwuma edutumu
na face go to become the sugar egum
adinja
me come on nam say adie
edu papa no na de adie pa ikuku wa kuku ni mo bi akuku
eli na taxi onyo no
na survival system
no na do mu
a survival system no a produce doctors a papa
me no mo adu
sana tie na no mi share edutumu ama me no na o ka just ejuma yi ya de no kredie na ya manne se koko hawa ana obi an yabutim na me ka se madam fi o jane na 1 week so o jane na kwasi ada is following Sunday
na ko no mistake asebesi
wono edutumu e solve problem na mano abi so edutumu amala mix so ho malaria ni ade na ya wa no apenu bi ana pin e be bo edutumu anu ni bi to ba bi e to ando bi a your number is 0599 4159191 0599415191 0244 0544174461 na fe yenko okay yenko ni say yentwamra bafo yenko okay ampa
mengasa krantine
ampa
o we na also ba
ampa bafo
uzo duwa bia na oya yina na oya etino da ko ni say misoto enem ekoso wo boas no meba kojogu ma asem no so I think say na say mo dey say menya sure say mistake bia wo ho but then misoto de ekoso wo takwa no sempanifo eba mu na omu put a stop to it and sana a generate to a level a misoto emwa one so oko takwa the general discussion is that omu free say the Go First Ghana Limited no ade no mbe ye ma takwa pe omo social corporate and social responsibility no anon be yes ade no de mai eto mu free say sports authority de nko mu mamu no mo de won ya mane ma no aba be room looking at the records sports authority ewo Bamsoto, I think baby the difference between takwa de ne oboase na me hwe the two because I was asking myself a question. People answer question. At then sports authority man kwaje Anglo I Linkley. No no man operate. Say no say Ghana as so. So how was it takwa? You see the point. Now the problem is that ahano na it was the park in order no. Na sports authority no control. Ana ombe develop here. Baby sports authority in dia. That one is established. And ombe develop here. Even though a social and corporate and social responsibility, but I'm by no sports authority there, yeah, buying and anyway. I think in Obuasi it wasn't like that. I said Anglo Gold no, not say Gold Face no. I think Obuko one land. I don't build it, but I think that is the case in Obuasi. Don't you know hand over the ma community, not on the ma at the Yomodia. Now I think baby I didn't know. So I make the last time I was Takwano. So only individuals you didn't come out. Omu free so wade na beje free sports authorities them omu ntimi nya hwe ho e do mbe we omu mra ho ana these are questions of Mubusa. I think I set omu the petition if possible to the government to state omu case the community no the community no because me free say why as a sports authority that yes of course I omu park and omu kwaji ye no ade no de because the go face no mine no ho kronum say de omu ye oboase de no yeah, the bow. I don't decide on be here at the ama community. No, and with that, the petition, Ekoma government, I think the government will see reason and give them that opportunity to control that parking. No, rather than say, because they feel say, sports authority in some way, and they say, clubs or Ekobo, medium Ekobo, said, yeah, you are by sports stadium. No, the same thing on by your more, which they believe is a Kobasa, not I, you know, almost personal, the who everything I want money abroad free say no matter what I say community no you more control because the community no gia almost free said clubs takwa no almost some use that facility now because to enye said there kotokoti kuma no bo the kotokone sports authority ko ba ya yes say kotokoti SK nei e ko stand of minimum Sometymer resolve system no house of folk Accra Lions say yes here no so
I want kotoko beti o kokra na jai kra enya juma
you know these are the areas that me free say some of no more can I think the MC na dia all you know or acting on behalf of the people of Takwa. You see the point because of say that's how they feel no and I side but then I'm talking about the MC no I go too far which I think is a
MC yeah. You see that's where my problem is. What in Grata na ejuma.
No I understand the okay.
Oh MC yeah.
Yes.
One, what is the agreement between Omomsi Stadium no and the National Sports Authority? MCs don't act on. Say asoma me say me ngoka. O in Grata na ejuma. Like I was saying, oh MC bia o na o represent the president.
Yeah.
Oh baby kro. And to grow for the assembly to anima unya abutre no akope nkrata Omomsi Stadium na do toss. You don't go and start speaking to the media without say as all the say nipa okromo do mbetimi takachi ade ade ye dey call demonstration but who kratia ban kratia okromo there. That's not how you should behave. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Where is the agreement?
Wako too far.
Say go for no fee say omo nye NC and National Sports Authority in this one be maintain. You go to those who build the stadium for you. Na mo no go say go for omo track record my yin need some meet my ade no so am I.
But you say na just say oh yeah omo anhye bibia say sa e no omo hu ni sa.
That mean omo mo takwa they have an issue.
No, from the onset no. I hand over the sports authority no. They feel said no that shouldn't be the case. And they should hand over to them.
Go for people say they should control. Yeah, besi wo ekrom. Ya besi wo ekrom ye no say control.
And ho na omo ye
so what you say?
No.
But say ambassador say ke so obi asase no mkodi ye dia. They might have an agreement with them. And that's okay ne muntu ba asase ru ani fi endia. And amuntamu park ne nkoni yeso ye mfa ye asase ye beba se. That's why the MC
Nana no beka so mu lease e won.
So I think I make say I say something for boom no resolve sasem no because takwa they feel say at least and if even the sports authority be control krana I say you ma the takwa clubs no a certain advantages over the others.
And women.
Is it the point? So the maintenance aspect no free say if the community now or make my better looking at the sports authority.
How are they going to maintain it?
So to say how they are going to maintain it, they know. I may not be able to tell you.
They can't.
I'm so until that's the year me say.
So that's not their core duty.
Because based on experience and based on the SC pen may sure say a private institution be to manage the stadium. Better than Santokoya MC.
Payment. Private be admin so maintain it. Moko keep fit kwa so you pay them.
We kwa media mom so metua.
It should be the same as.
Wa muntie. Captain. Ni person be free akoti ene so nkobobo. How many times?
In the own locality one there that ayomba.
Na so no obi a obi.
Fanasa uvre yam free but we are different. Urubo so we are different. But this is Takwa people, the people of Takwa. Me them the Omutako out in order so.
I mean kind and statement, you know. I've seen something and listen and go say the records. The National Sports Authority with assistance from the Go Force Foundation and insistence on user fees from football clubs have so far provided exceptional maintenance service at the stadium. This can be verified at the stadium right from the Gaka Top 4 tournament through the Champions of Champions and the Mediema First League match. Everybody present, including dignitaries, were very much appreciative of the work done by the National Sports Authority. They claim that community members led by Honorable Kessie expressed concern over the poor state of the stadium, citing neglect and mismanagement under the National Sports Authority oversight is therefore misinformation meant to cause public disaffection for the NSC. What we have done, and rightly so, is to reject office efforts on the part of certain clubs to reject efforts on the part of certain clubs to personalize use of national assets which should be available and accessible to entire public and all sports including football. On the politics room. To say this, this is our history.
Of course.
Baba yara enye kotokodia.
Se bi ankasa time
but omu kumase insani bi.
No to that time.
Since be park and say electricity bill that was outstanding bill that was them say 40,000 Ghana cedis.
Man kan.
This information mean from an inside source I mean no. No to back to. The matter no to you be much.
Na National Sports Authority na asango one him say do maintain.
Me can say me say
Oba maintain Baba yara ni kumase for how many years? Now they are asema baso.
Was me dey say jam say the boss.
Aden.
Go for when you stadium maintain.
Oh, Abbas, Accra Sports Stadium na eda ho no. Any Baba yara one na maintain it till today.
Enya proper Accra Sports Stadium scoreboard so enya
Oh, I'm saying that time na Accra so see any kumasi Baba no man na so
I want to say
it is a ne asama to park na and just say driver need the car kutina and it since today
and I didn't know the kakre sa
and someone bus stadium no ho and just say group bet work organize see in impact so we chen omo
but so
on to coach Oguma sama okan how many of us and I am complaining about the clubs no cars on to coin. I think it's not limited to Asante Kotoko. We are some now he opened up a general discussion. And so be limited to Asante Kotoko. Who you fail to the manager? He's talking about Ghanaian clubs. Oh, yeah, no. Just be person be wa. Me so word.
And you know Dr. Bamwaka so top as sama clubs here. Only Sometymer ka say enyo Bamwaka adwuma no. You start to me say you priority.
Me say am priority am can say no. Some say class on priority no one. I never said here. Me can me careful. Bafo. So me can't say
wa can the okay.
What does it?
One kasa dey.
Yes, I do no so mama put no record. That's what I'm saying is say.
Who for car na to
The American say coach na say mo kan you know.
And you can hear league.
Toto. The fact that obi efu Enuaka and do tuko akobo wo share.
Coach nkasa.
And say is the best.
Coach
no, but see that's what can man answer to that.
No.
It is coach na say mo work no. I think say he's only hammering na say ma ye na yeka. Say, yeah, cars, you don't use the best of cars. Your clubs don't use the best of cars to travel. You want a chroma, not team use bus. They be able to all rules. No, that's what kind of idea. On say,
the question was about venue now and you're consistent.
Yeah.
No, so I'm going to now acquire now about now in this country where we don't have the sports friendly or the football will be football
cars or use bus.
What is trying to maintain us and say I have said it took and to say. And you never mentioned South Africa because it's Real Madrid.
Aye.
Now say you go Germany cry now go Real Madrid bars here Papa Chengo for there. So he's saying that bus type na Madrid near the NB. And why should and I say
I think he's Kanka. He's spot on a birthday na uja na unse de American. Ano ko fan say no ko for you. No,
is the person complaining say on Masa Abbas asema okay there. Abbas asema coach but has justice na bana ese watara bono mode na e kan ba fi moto has justice na ba Abbas mon kanu krenche watara se eni o mon panifo ne se o ma mbom homode asa agesi we ka beba fi
talengo fo ama agesi bo pa o obi so okoto agesi manja agesi ma ne ba nkola de 55 pounds
no to say 55 pounds and once if one Ghana city was equal to £1 and get 55 cedis and the assembly say 55 the price is 55 and a higher 300 so what you TME 18 comes to enye exchange rate
Obianka exchange rate
me na maker
we are using that
me na maker
no me ba the issue is not about exchange rate
me mama there na I'm just trying to let people understand say
you are changing it enya no
mama no see
me ba enya wan no bi esi anu bi ansi
and you go exchange rate dey just
no the issue is not about exchange rate ni chrome no auto jesi na auto no 5650 we dey exchange rate and this had there 300 cedis or can I say ne born in your denser? It's not about the exchange rate. Otono 80 pounds.
80 and a higher ton say.
Now Koya Juma on Chroma the Chuan had the end in your pay.
Matthias, or there. As I'm not American.
As I could be a Jango could be any. I know be a call. I also go for Suba. Let be on back. 55 pounds as 80 pounds. And Chrome Sika. Oh, yeah, Juma. Sorty London, I Juma. You ever market one hour, 50 or 20 pounds, 25 pounds. Now, Ghana hassle. You market 1 hour. You market 1 hour. But someone was you Sika. You market month.
Next year, the crab boarding.
Yeah, then boarding saying. I don't know
what the other board there.
1 hour, and say you work for 1 hour. Kase kawi was a coffee market.
No to I'm the other boarding chain. Yeah, 300 no.
And the 300 cedis no. And one say, "Oh, when you pack sika, you juma di onya." Pound na onya. So 80 pound na e kan. You need about 4-5 hours to get it.
Na Ghana Hasan obi benya 300. As Ghana Hasan obi benya 300 na 3-4-5 days.
Why 3-1-5 days?
300 cedis piso to.
3-1-4 days.
So computer security for to work masia
300 cedis.
What are the average
salary? Minimum wages.
Minimum wages. Security services say work
minimum wages.
Omo do to check company bia. Now what you can say 500
and kind of credit. No to assembly say.
And the other body
had to folk on Sunday.
The cost of living in even when you see compare the cost of living and the standard of living what Africa ha cry now. Ubet me compare with those in overseas. And the ahano send ya wa wo dia betumi. Obi ye adwuma from 6 to 6. Tie
buy interest you go for na abontia o ma to set e show mo. Buy set at 500 cedis.
What
you almost sure. Almost turn be 4,000.
And
the same person make us say just 300 board.
Boss,
compare averagely. No, compare averagely. Yeah, random picking says here. Oba baby
just 300 in the Ghana.
It depends on what you earn. And then any them award.
Not 300 Mr. Two.
Because any me say security agency say wo Kumasi. Yeah, Kumasi. What would those say any proper government year wo Kumasi bia workers.
500.
Na kofu se ska wo mo je.
500 600.
500 600 500 600.
That one na be.
A month. Sano wo.
Na da nyame asabwa. I say mo tie condition. Nyame asabwa mo.
The bottom line is that has just it must go with the performance of the club. Yes. Your crewman's sanity. Unless say bia on your crewman's sanity. Kotoko Express and has speak to Obiano has news. Has but no lose has news. Na adani asem foforo just say chechere de ma obi foforo na adani asem foforo. So the bottom line is the current performance of Heart to Folk. Opa time omoya moto omoya announcement no. Moto time omoya announcement no. Go and even read the comment I say. You realize the reaction of the fans. Baseke has ashe baseke enanko ashe Heart of Lions sir. Ka jesi ka difference no matter the quality will be na quality say people will go after the jesi so to my fancy for some reasons.
Stadia the over careful say so say team and go for support to invest in the team because we should change that narrative.
Only problem no because on said that can about branding how attractive are product in here and a man for chasing. And they know yen yin tum say sa sem na ye kano has any kotoko e free ho. Zoto sa dia no man ya akona a even 1,500 guy 500,500 we better. Issue ne say they are not running our clubs well. It's as simple as that and we have to accept it. See a move to sa team go got 300 Ghana go to team Jesse. Ashe for a whole season 300 Ghana. Oh, Mzoto, can you be a dimbia? Dr. Prosper no ate Oguma 7 baby or the Queen Mua. Anka one for Tanzania be na South Africa be na Ebia and Kabia be Nigeria be na nanka one fan cansem Real Madrid de Mua into one tina in Mrafom Kaka. Ko Real Madrid de Wakosro do. Real Madrid don't tina bas moon free Cape Coast and gonna really good. It will not happen. Se Real de ko bobo na rigua zoto wan fa play na obefa train your clubs ni bu an bus so enti the main problem no nye bus no because your buses ni be your clubs ni use go to Europe bus na kotoko dem zoto I've seen top clubs in Europe all money is bus ni bi to kwan ko Europe bus na kotoko dem Marco Polo no mo dem no top clubs in Europe ko mo use bus ni bi. But yeah, system no. Ebi akotoko bo match Accra against House of Folk. You be playing ama players. Na mzo to be at 30 minutes o makosi no makodwo ma home no. Near do matena bus mu 4 hours.
I don't know what come.
It's what I'm trying to say ni say. Issue no nye bus no. Issue no enye bus no. Issue ni say financially our clubs are weak.
More the same thing.
No, me by say financially our clubs are weak. Enye Rema the bus asem.
He gave an example.
And I make us say, on send the emphasis no was on ye hia buses na it say Real Madrid mu dey and what I'm trying to say
okay so the issue was according to no more players
no me to
according to no wa
they would be example
no ni buses
and into the emphasis was yeah one your money bu ho a me one your money bu ho a akane ba bia wi ase adu no ka yesi nke clubs no ko matra ho ebi na memo example say ebi e kotokoko bo match e wa Accra so pese players jo ma home am so to playing 30-45 minutes na wo sin kran
sa no work
nya sa no work e bi nya sa no work ba jo mesro nya sa no work na asem no kan ye nyina yete
nti ase ene mu mienu mu de ne ya yepe
enya nya yepe
okay babo nyepe
enyepe enyepe o ana de nya ma me boa ene ma de nya ma ko kan yi nyina o si kan ye de
o sa ko fa kan de ne ntisa won wan ka se bases no e ye dada o de nya se clanka e bun shaka e rattle trap
eno ne ntimi ntukwan no
da bi de anya bas as
I say no na odi tukwan bebre no it's what I'm trying to say ni say mzoto ne nyina back to how I be hwe ne clubs yo musika sema koyi wow so tell me chance football no abey a huge business you move from you be share 1 you be share 2 and you be share 3 so concentration ko yes ade no nko ada bia begina faako baby a wugina no e ho na begina no wafefo na mzoto mu kojaw ene ye do stage a mzoto yetimi nya one club oze
obinsi any Real Madrid coaches yes yeah Real Madrid bas yes example
obi o ha nyo
etimi ye ne se kasikasam ya se megina bi a kotoko kwa na mde ka asama ke wa kontuo ne bebre kura na mtoto hia se players na basim
yeah
so tere me chana se enen ke system ni ye good a so could develop countries na mtoto ye come as me do mo ye examples na it will difficult to find a football club or to kwaya ko be for e be 2 hours also the players akot na basim they will not do it
okay
e be a plane and a train 30 minutes osiwo players na kojo ma home bus na so driver na to aba kromo no mo de be nam ye bobo ni wi a bus na 2 empty waba ba yini so ayi o ma form train o ma ba ma bejo ma home ade e che o ma ko training yeah ha no how to even protect our players a problem
okay
nti yewo issue kese
bafo quick one afi
mamenye quick
information
me picking say Black Stars match no may end up being played at Keko Stadium. In fact, the board chairman of National Sports Authority, as I'm talking, Mr. Frank Boahin and another person from the ministry are on their way to Cape Coast. Mr. Frank Boahin tells my man on the grounds this morning, say the Cape Coast pitch is ahead of the Kumasi pitch, okay, about 80%.
What I'm told, say Ghana government sweat me with calf is that of all the stadium that you have, check and pick the best and inform us to come and have a look at it as soon as possible. And Tina, all options are being considered.
Yeah, and in fact,
compare the most here.
Yeah, yes, move a lot of things to
which is still Kumasi,
and
which is still Kumasi.
The latest information also is that the president of the land has spoken to CAF president direct one-on-one.
Aye, danger,
one-on-one.
Danger.
The match must be played in Ghana.
The match. How do you think we have a must? Over God says some of the mummy back number my oh Zina Baba quick one a papaya ban 20 time money and I'm woman in your let's say good SM they can't na madam for nan obi tell me ayi ajibo ade ani ayi aba hu sane ne ho ba ne ade no time ni ntina na adima o say Ohumba means sperms flowing.
Yeah, no, the specific.
Ohumba coming out of critical situation or coming from a shock.
Exactly.
Yes, will be exactly. But during sex, we combine the two. Because it's Sania, ever. Who have to challenge
no.
Debate can see me about
SM there ajibebia
na dog want to say
no ye papa also chia efi makasim befikrom
SM ambassador
all I say nti chana na yede ma etifo nyina na ne ayarfo nyina
say ye kasa munu say Edu Herbal Hospital there. Yare bia o yare no omodi afoni Edu Herbal Hospital. Malaria, hypertension, diarrhea, bibia yare bia feche Edu Herbal Hospital. Say meeting kan kai no. You head office ni wo Mankasim Befikrum. Sa so na ye wo aswe bako Accra ye official town or official town. Yeah. And so ba kama bibia ye kama so we yare na say we say admission be a problem, don't worry because it wasn't a special one. So the Modia for Yarabra. Now, Yaya make us say, do Ghana, do West Africa, do Africa, or be to me need Dr. Edu, and I Dr. Edu, I able to brand say, Doctor. She say, the doctor, you don't cry, and rhyme me. Oh, to me, and the embossing and say, stroke, and stroke. See, I just see a hard share or be or say, Anansi Acheno. When the catcher say, Anansi, is he a police officer? Only police officer. Oh, honestly, we share us a Vince, no. Sena moja say a sign to me, Sanya. Nama, we Vince, I yet to what come crabia. No, so Anansi, a signs of what? Stroke was a chiwa. I want to be a bibia. Want to end bibia. Sometimes a Stadia no one no achiaka cra. Biso no wafuna achiaka cra. Biwa wini achiaka cra. Se umusa pepe medicine say tribika fa we are in February.
Befi go Mankasim
Befi
Central doctor number ni say.
Doctor, what person need doctor? Yeah, what person need doctor nan kasa. Doctor Edu and he is 0558 37 95 45.
You repeat it. 0558 37 95 45.
Yeah, that line and so how will put me and so after and yeah 0243 98 93 68. Well, more from but just say doctor you be there because that man or that doctor has a passion for what he's doing.
Correct.
Or what my
mom reclaiming go ambassador now. They say near to say.
Koso na some mom distributing outlet no so dey ya obetimi ufiri abia uti Oyerepa wi na go yana what me kotobi SMBTS na o continue call of a K e Central Market
12 o'clock shop.
Yes, 12 o'clock shop and ho Danny Heba e ho Samson Promise Heba Ashtown Promise Heba and dey adum ha ye
Ghana High Commission Office.
Yes, adum ha ye
UK boatin no mo no ebi so mo hia bi yes me call ye na se me ko ho ko Acheampong omo disturbing SM no pa ti ese bi ko
ana Colinac Ashtown Freddie Mens obenya bi ato ho etutoto na this outlet okwa SM no abusu Samdo Heba
about Brahma
we dey kakra am dey council kotokoko yi microphone say when me free ntina can remember am frame sa so go mu ntitwi enti come mpusi kakra o mo se me ba me nchia wo mo come mpusi kese enti me bra pani ye fe no imegira enti me chia no suma ni me chia wo
megira ne ze
fiura no na ha suma no zo mpuri suma ni asbo a ne
aba ka ze ground
mitipa mpura mberi suma ni emini na asdunura aswawa mpuruni una na nchan na aleregu mpusi udana na nchan sako mpusi mbapema ni mbapima bambebe na za mpuruba za atingma kampura dusu ni bawu tuna aswawa man abasu mpuruma ma
musika say ni dagbani
ya dokoro tsa santene mfante obi aka obi atene die o de ase enti sa na
ti ya no so ko obian ma ka kire no say ma kotokofo abedi ni hakro no mo ba ha bonzo mo prepare na ye basis na ye ready ba ku gina buakwa bo amwa buakwa no so nyina
ba ze ko bo ase
yes ba ku gina tonsu su brewery animu ho Jesus bi gina ho kejetia hello fm animu ho bi gina ho stadium main gate won so ba ku si ho Kenya Asia Brim Bossorifo won benya baako so I'm rapping about to say baako si efi tafo pankro no wi afo na mudu so I'm running about enya mu nka mu di ye koso ha no ye best supporters so ommoa na ye nyina nko share link sports stadium ma so obi aka ye sister Ghana including Udi bewura ntutu asise na de bewura mu Udi besa wuram akohwe ball papa wasa de aye na